Hi everybody. I'm a little bit drunk, I've got to be honest, but I still want to make a video. This video is about trigger warnings. Why are people opposed to them? I don't get it. I don't get why people would be opposed to trigger warnings. This is water, by the way. It's not alcohol. You see, the way I see it is, trigger warning is just a way of letting someone know what kind of content is about to occur. Now, some people have complained that this is censorship, which is utter fucking horseshit, let's be honest. Because how is it censorship? Right? It would be censorship is when you restrict what people can say, what they can do, what they can express. But that's not what trigger warnings are. With a trigger warning, if anything, we're doing the opposite of that. When we give someone a trigger warning, we're actually allowing them to be more graphic and more revealing and more explicit, because by giving the trigger warning, we're letting anyone know if this is something that might trigger you, if this is something that might make you very unhappy, just fair warning, we're just going to let you know about it. We're going to let you know about it just so you know, so you can make an informed decision yourself as to whether you want to watch this or whether you want to watch this at this time. Because I watched a video a while ago that had a trigger warning, and someone actually commented that they'd ignored the trigger warning, but they wish they hadn't ignored the trigger warning because they'd been at work while they watched the video, and having watched the video while they were at work, they regretted this because now it had really affected their ability to concentrate on their work. And I get that. You know, it's like they just like, yeah, whatever, trigger warning, I can handle it. But then they watched it and they were very disturbed by it, and now they find it very difficult to concentrate on their work. So to me, it just emphasises the point. It makes sense to put trigger warnings there. But the idea that it's restricting freedom of speech in this whatever vernacular we're using, it just isn't. It's not doing that. If anything, let's imagine for a minute, like, it becomes the standard thing. It becomes standard policy for sites like YouTube or whoever else to put trigger warnings at the beginning of videos or whatever else, the content, blogs. If that becomes standard, then that means you can be more explicit, you can be more graphic in the content you put out, because you've put a warning there. You've said to people, just in case you don't like this kind of thing, if this is just not the kind of thing you can cope with right now, maybe you can't cope with it at all, or maybe you just can't cope with it right now, we've at least given you a warning. And for people who complain that it's restricting freedom of speech, I don't even understand how you can possibly say that, because it isn't. It's just adding a warning to people as to what is to come. If your aim is to communicate with people, I don't understand why you would object to that, because let's imagine you don't put a trigger warning at the beginning of your videos or blogs or whatever else, and that means someone might watch one of your videos and be disturbed by it, be triggered by it, and they might make the conscious decision, I'm not going to watch any more of this person's videos because the last one I watched triggered me. And that means you've cut off communication. You haven't increased communication, you've reduced it. On the other hand, let's say you put trigger warnings on them. They might say, I'm still going to watch this person's videos, just not these ones. Or I'm going to watch these ones, but I'm going to watch them at a time when I know that I can handle it. Like going back to the example I said before, someone at work. Yeah, I'm not going to watch these at work, but I might watch them at home when I know that if I need to go and cry afterwards, or I just need to go and have a bit of time to compose myself afterwards, I've got that option. So I just do not understand why anyone would oppose the idea of trigger warnings. It seems ridiculous. The only reason I can think of it is that you really, really want to hurt people. You want to trigger people. You want to tick them off psychologically. Which makes you kind of disgusting, let's be honest. And why would you want to do that? See, I can understand why you would want to communicate. I would understand why you want to have free speech. I just don't understand why you would want to piss people off like that. Why the fuck do you actually want to trigger people? You want to shock people with your content, and you seem to think this is somehow conducive to communication. Anyway, Advent calendar, 21st today. It's a Santa Claus